Students commonly report that technology was the biggest time thief. A plan to spend 5 minutes on Facebook becomes 2 hours. The moment they finally get into an essay, the phone rings. It's a kind of mental torture, especially if you already have trouble keeping your attention on things. But the decision to take control of technology can be a tough one.
Technology affected me a lot actually. It took a lot of discipline. I actually deactivated my Facebook account for a few weeks during the HSE. Like a few other friends were doing it as well, so it was a lot easier that way. So you couldn't contact your friends anyway, so you might as well deactivate it. With my phone, I tried to hide it, put it on silent, so I wouldn't be just there and I just have, oh, phone.
I actually gave my computer to my mum and she took it away from me the whole exam period, so I didn't have a laptop or a phone or anything.
So I guess with Facebook, there was a time there where I actually got trusted my younger brother to change my password, so I didn't even have the temptation. So I couldn't even access Facebook.
Hide your phone, or get a parent or a sibling just to say, take my phone, don't give it back for an hour, even if I need it or something like that, unless it's an emergency.
Studying without a computer as well, just with your notes and your textbooks, so there wasn't even, you're in your room, you're going to study, and that's not even there. The temptation was removed.
Remember that your time belongs to you. It takes a while to get into the flow of study. You don't want to break it. If you give your time away to everyone who's procrastinating, you'll find you have no time left. Here are some useful steps for managing technology. Allocate yourself some phone time and have your phone off at all other times. Turn off the internet if you aren't using it. Work without a computer if you don't need it. Use Facebook as a reward after all your study is done. Before contacting others, think carefully about whether it can wait until you see them. It's easier and less stressful to study in a quiet, calm study environment. Students often find there are too many distractions at home. Home can even be a source of stress. If it's not a space where learning happens, the best solution is to find another one. Some places may include a local library, grandparents or other relatives. Study with a friend who won't distract you. University libraries, or even staying back at school. Most students agreed the living room or the kitchen does not work.
When you're trying to study in a living room, I mean, it's the family room, so you can't have it all to yourself. So it's easier for everyone. You avoid fights and things like that. So just find your own quiet space.
It can be difficult to commit to memory huge amounts of information across many subjects, so keeping it organised into small, neat areas can improve memory retention. It reduces stress because instead of looking at a huge volume of information, you're just looking at small, contained amounts of information.
Keeping my notes in order and where my assignments and essays were, and just keeping them colour-coded as well. So I had a colour code for each course, so I knew what belonged where.
I just had the desk clear of everything, and you have all your subjects sort of organised into their little place. So, you know, whatever you're studying that night or that afternoon, or you could just easily grab it. You've got a clean table, and you just like focus and deliver on that.
There are some last practical tips that impact on stress and mood. Getting enough sleep, between 7 to 10 hours per night, can be helpful, especially if some of those hours are before midnight. Eating healthy food is really important. Staying away from foods that are high in sugar and fats will help you to keep your energy sustained, rather than giving you a burst and then letting your energy crash. The same goes for heavily caffeinated drinks. Alcohol and drugs will affect your learning capacity and your memory, making the whole process so much harder. The important thing to remember is that stress is normal. It impacts on thinking and on behaviour. Some of the practical tips that we've given you will help. But remember, the HSC is a difficult period, and there are often several ways to reach your goals. Study comes more easily to some people than to others. The good news is if you keep coming back to your desk and giving it a go, in the long run it will get easier and become more enjoyable.
I know that I struggled with study, but if you put in the effort and you come to the other side, you come to uni and you learn what you want to study, it might be stressful and you might think that you're not going to enjoy it, but once you're studying something that you enjoy, it's no longer stressful. You enjoy it and you want to do it.
1 month of work can really have a big impact, and then at the end of it, you have no regrets.
And you'll be so proud of yourself at the end. Like, I know there's a lot of self-doubt, but you just push through it and you can get it there.
It's great. I mean, you meet so many people, you can do so much.
Being at uni, imagine going to class in the morning, going to the beach in the afternoon, going and seeing an amazing live music act at night, and that all might be happening on a Monday, and then you've got 4 other days in a week where you've got all these things happening.